Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And guys, guess what we have today? We got a good old classic. We got a video that basically made this entire channel to begin with. That's right, guys. We got a brand new episode of Millennial Money. And this video today, we got somebody else again from New York City. I'll probably guess they got a YouTube channel too. But you know what? We gotta watch this because it's titled Living on $62K a Year in New York City. Wait for it. Millennial Money. With that said, guys, let's make sure to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And let's get our 2 free stocks down below in the description because Webull is going to be giving you 2 free stocks worth all the way up to $1,850 when you deposit $100 in the platform. The link to that is down below in the description. It's basically like free money. So if you like free money, go and use that link. And with that said, let's watch the video and see how this person, Maria, spent $62,000 in New York City. Millennial Money.
An issue that I struggled with in the past is actually that I felt like I was making too much. I would think like, wow, those people are getting paid a lot. My dad, who's the hardest working man that I know, doesn't get paid that much.
I gotta say, she's the first person I've ever heard who say, I was worried about making too much money. Said no person ever. Except Maria. See, here's the thing though. How much you make doesn't necessarily equate to how many hours you put in. Really, what ends up happening is how difficult are you to replace the service that you give. So that's been one of the biggest wake-up calls for me is that it doesn't really matter how hard you work, it's how efficiently you work and how you're able to leverage your results to make even more money or get a lot more done. That's really what it comes to.
My name is Maria Melchor. I'm 25 years old. I make $62,000 per year and I live in New York City.
Yeah, $62,000 in New York City. That doesn't go as far as $62,000 in Tennessee or anywhere else, like Minnesota. New York City is one of the most expensive places to live, and 62 grand there is probably more like 30,000 anywhere else.
I help low-income New Yorkers get access to government benefits, housing, and healthcare.
Oh, I thought for a second it was gonna say, and $800 a month from her YouTube channel. Oh, another one. But no, okay, this is good. She's got a coaching side hustle. I'm all for it. Ooh, we got a Visa credit card from Schwab Bank. Wait, is that credit or debit? My eyes are going. My eyes are going, guys. I've been looking at the computer screen for too long that now things are starting to get blurry. That's not a good sign. I can't tell if that's debit or credit. No, wait, that's debit. She's got a debit card, guys. She's got a debit card. I wanted to take the computer and throw it against the wall. What is she doing with a debit card?
When it comes to budgeting nowadays, I don't do tracking every month anymore. I am a big proponent of that, especially if you're new.
All right, so let's see. We got rent, $1,000 a month. And that is her share of a 1-bedroom apartment. Welcome to New York City. Listen, $1,000 a month for what she's making. I approve of that. This is what I don't like here. Look at it. Discretionary, $775 a month with a little barbell sign. Donations, pet, and shopping. It's a lot of money to be discretionarily just expending like that. That I would like to try to get down a little bit, but we got some good news here. Savings with a squiggly S. Savings account and a wedding fund. Savings account and a wedding fund. How much money is the wedding cost? See, listen, I think a wedding should be something where you go to the courthouse, you go and you sign off on your papers, done, okay? That's basically almost like free. And then what you do is you just have friends over at the house. What's wrong with that? Order a pizza. Cater Chipotle if you're feeling extra spendy. Anyway, Roth IRA, $500. There she goes. She's maxing out a Roth IRA every year. That's fantastic. $500 a month on food. Her share split with partner. That's expensive, actually. $500 a month split? So $1,000 a month on food. That's high. I don't know why that's so high. That must be them eating out a lot in New York City. That's where it's going. It's like $40 a meal every time you eat out there. That's too high. Phone, $45 a month, fantastic. Uber's $20 a month, fantastic. Subscriptions, $5 at the Triangle. iCloud storage and Spotify. How is she getting Spotify and iCloud storage for $5? She must be on a free trial or continually doing the 3-month free trial with different email accounts or something like that. That's too good. Renters insurance, $3. That's smart. People are sleeping on renter's insurance. It's one of the least expensive things you could do, but if anything were to happen, renter's insurance is fantastic. I recommend all of my tenants have renter's insurance because it's worth it.
My partner actually makes a pretty similar income as me. He's a graduate student and he supplements his income with tutoring.
Oh, look at that. They got the 4-hour work week. That's an unmistakable orange and red cover. Unmistakable, no matter where you see it, you know that's a 4-hour work week.
The rent for this apartment includes all utilities, so Wi-Fi, gas, heat, hot water, everything.
Wow, that's nice. Landlords hate this one simple trick, because what I would do, I'd just take like hour-long showers like all the time. I'm now like very diligent about not using too much water. The thing that gets me now is the gas bill. It's the gas bill for heating up the house when it gets like kind of cold at night. That's what gets you. It's not the water, not the electricity, it's gas now. Ugh.
There was a time when Maria was had graduated and I was still in college, and I was visiting her in the city, and we would meal prep banana bread and cut it all up. And I would take some for the week and she would take some for the week, so we'd have the same breakfast.
This is the first time ever in any episode where we've had somebody other than the main subject of the video in like a Millennial Money like this speak. First time ever. I'm not including like Millennial Mortgage or stuff like that, but in an actual Millennial Money, first time I've ever seen somebody mic'd up. He's the first person to have spoken like that.
My partner loves to cook, and I treat ourselves with really good ingredients and then also get takeout when we want.
Yeah, really good ingredients. It's at $1,000 a month. Really good ingredients. That's like filet mignon, you got lobster, you got really good ingredients. Truffle. Some truffle in there. It's $1,000 a month is a lot in food.
I knew my parents were poor. I knew that they couldn't help me with school. So I went with Yale because it was one of the schools that offered need-based financial aid. They paid for all of my tuition and my room and board.
Good for her. Listen, almost basically a free education. You may as well do that. That's a smart choice.
I was very excited to study at Yale. I went in and I would just see people wearing very fancy clothes, and I would hear like, oh, like that person's jacket is like $1,000. I'm like, wow, there are $1,000 jackets, and you leave them like on the couch at a party, like what, $1,000 on the couch?
Yeah, see, we have a very similar mindset to stuff like that. I can't imagine $1,000 on a jacket. I could see $1,000 on a suit. Like maybe that's something you buy that lasts you like 15, 20 years, but on a jacket? Why? This jacket I think was like 50 bucks on a Black Friday sale. Normally it was like 100 bucks, I got it 50% off. I love wearing it. I love wearing it all the time. But $1,000, I mean, that's too much money.
I just wanted to hop on here and talk about what the differences are between a 401k, a 403b. I know it can be very confusing.
Oh, this is so awkward. They're having her just like pretend she's giving some sort of coaching or something like that, and she just has to look at the camera and be like, all right guys, today we're gonna talk about credit cards and how you get a good credit score. Because that's what they did with me. They told me to set up my own cameras and like pretend I was filming a video. It's like, it's awkward. You can't just pretend to film a video. Either you're doing it or you're not.
Where I could talk about money and invite other people like me who are first-generation immigrants, first-generation college graduates to begin unpacking their history with money.
Oh, there we go. We got a Citi Double Cash Rewards credit card. Fantastic. Fantastic. We just need the Discover It secured card. That's what we need here.
It's money.
Wait, I think I saw it. I think it's that card right there. The one right underneath. I'm pretty sure that's the Discover It. That's fantastic.
I also offer personal finance coaching so that if people do want to meet with me one-on-one and talk through their numbers, I can be that resource for them. Have you heard about an emergency fund before?
Oh yeah, I bet she's getting booked left and right after this went live.
I've definitely heard about it. I would like to have one.
I bet this is like her friend. I bet that's got to be her buddy who she's like, hey, I'm gonna call you, just ask a whole bunch of questions and we're just gonna film it. I don't think she'd actually be doing a real one during a day like this.
I really feel like I got interested in personal finance out of need. I saw my first post-grad paycheck and I just had a lot of questions about how to make the most out of it and how to align that money that I would have coming in with my values and my goals.
Good, saving $1,100 a month. I bet we could get that to $1,500 a month though. That should be your next goal. Get that savings to $1,500 a month by cutting back a bit on the food and the discretionary spending. I bet you could do it and you wouldn't even notice the difference.
About half of that is going toward my Roth IRA for retirement. The other half is going to various money goals. I'm saving for laptop and new camera. I'm also saving for a puppy who is coming at the end of this month.
My God, look at the puppy. Her name is Tuna, or maybe it's a he. I don't know. I feel like the Tuna. Is that a he or she name? I don't know. Cute little dog though, wow.
I know that to meet my annual goals, I have to set aside about $500 to my high yield saving account. I know that if I want to max out my Roth IRA, I have to send about $500 per month to my Roth IRA.
Good, listen, she's doing it all right. I would just save more money. I mean, that's it. It's like all the fundamentals that she's doing, there's nothing wrong with it. Can she do a little bit better? Probably could cut back a little bit. But, geez, CNBC's making all of these too good. Like, just listen, there's nothing in here. Like, I'm really trying to nitpick on stuff. There's very little that I can nitpick on with this episode. Very little. CNBC needs to go back to, like, covering people who make $300,000 a year who are, like, constantly paycheck to paycheck. Just give me something, like, just crazy to go and, like, really just lose my mind over. That's what I want to lose my mind here.
I wanted to show people like me, first-generation immigrants, first-generation college graduates, that managing your finances can be pretty simple, and in fact, it can be pretty liberating as well.
CNBC, stop making these videos that don't give me anything to react to. I think this is their goal. Call me crazy here. I think purposely they're going and picking these stories like this, just knowing that there's nothing for me to criticize in this video. I think they're trying to starve me of losing my mind and complaining about people spending too much money, so eventually I'll just move on. But you know what, CNBC? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep reacting to every episode you throw at me. Even though I'll complain about like these episodes being too perfect, I wanna see more episodes with people like just making a ton of money but spending too much. That's what I wanna see. And I was laughing here because I went down to the comments section and this user, Lord Otisnick, I already hear his voice. Wait for it. Millennial Money. So really, overall, I would say great episode. It's hard for me to make any complaints here. The only things, discretionary income is high. Food bill is high. Good episode. Congratulations on all of your success. Wishing you all the best. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. Post pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday, so make sure to be a part of that. And lastly, if you guys want 2 free stocks, use the link down below in the description. Weeble's going to be giving you 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, and those stocks are potentially worth all the way up to $1,850. So you may as well do it. It's free money. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.